I feel like you have to win games because let's say if you do bench Martavis or let's say you do bench another player and you lose that game and that guy can help you, now you put your future in a situation. We're getting paid money. Find them and move on. At the end of the day, I feel like sometimes as coaches, we kind of still go back to the Pop Warner high school days, like we got to show them a lesson. No, this is a business. If you don't like what he says, find him and then move on. If you don't want to play him, don't play him. But this guy's a guy they're going to need eventually. Yeah. And we've seen him make plays throughout this league. Yes, he's not – and I like that he's upset that he's not getting the ball to me because it shows he cares. I don't want a guy who's, not getting the ball and not making plays saying, like, well, it's whatever, like we just saw in the soundbite. I don't want to see that guy because now it means that he doesn't care, and now we've lost him.
Yeah. I just look at it as what mentality do you have in the locker room for the team? And it comes down to the point of how aggressive the guys are. Let's say with Tomlin, knowing that, you know what, if you mess up, you're not bigger than the team.
Right.
We're going to bench you. So if that's the mentality of the team, okay, because there's guys out there that make so much money, you can find them $100,000 and they do not care because they don't care about the money that's in their bank right now.
Yep.
So you got to look at it as what is the mentality of the team? How does the team feel about it? And when we're in the locker room, little things, little bad apples start moving around in there. And if guys, especially the leaders of the team, come in and say, hey, this right here is a problem, and you go to the coach about it, then a decision is made. But I feel like you can bench him or you can find him, either one of the two. It's the right thing, but something needs to get done.
My take on the whole situation is I feel like you got to approach it on how whatever the situation was. In this case, I don't think they should bench him. Now, if it was something worse than this and he keeps missing meetings and missing practice and all that, cut him or bench him, to send him a lesson. But in this case, I don't think he deserves to be benched. But what I can say is what Coach Mike used to always tell us is don't create questions for your teammate.
Right.
Yep. Because once it starts becoming in-house distraction, then we got problems. Now, we can deal with the media on the outside, what they saying about our team, the receivers suck, the quarterback suck. We could deal with all that. But inside this building and in-house, we don't cause distractions for our teammates. And that's what he's doing. Now, I don't think he should be benched, but you can't keep causing distractions in-house for your teammates because that's how your team gets divided, stuff starts happening in the locker rooms, and guys don't go out there fighting for each other, and you think you out there one-on-one. Right. And that's not what you want out of this. And my thing is, Tomlin, whatever rules you have in place, that's what you keep in place. If you had them in from day one, then that's what you do from day one.
But I think that's my issue because there's some reports that last year Antonio Brown was doing some of these things. He ain't been benched.
This is what I'm about to say.
Money.
It depends on how good you are.
Absolutely.
And this league is really, if you're going to get benched tonight, Martavis Bryant hasn't really done anything this year for them. So he really hasn't contributed in any fashion. So, yeah. And then you got this loud noise in the locker room making all this disruption. Listen, bench this dude because, listen, if I'm a player, I'm watching too saying, okay, how's he handling this player? Oh, Martavis can talk like that. Oh, okay, well, then I get to get out of line too then.
But
so
now you
got a bunch of disruptive players. There's got to be.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
You a tone set.
You allowed it with Antonio Brown last year.
Right?
You allowed it with Antonio Brown this year.
Hey, that's AB.
But you allowed it with your player. And so I don't care how much you may. If I see him upset we didn't hear Martavis Bryant get upset until after Antonio Brown threw the cooler on the sidelines, right? Now all of a sudden Martavis like, look, I need to get the rock too.
Yeah, but it's all about who you are, like TD said. Just like everybody couldn't stand on the podium and say, you know why I'm here. You know what I mean? Right. He's a baller. He made stats. He could do that. So, I mean, they're going to, if you're a big-time player, they're going to treat you different.
So you're telling me two different rules? Absolutely. We're going through two different rules.
Absolutely. And it's not fair. And that's the thing, too, that will divide a locker room, too, because it's like, okay, Drew didn't get treated like that. Why y'all treating me like that? Exactly. You know what I mean? And that can divide a team, too. So that's why I go back to Tomlin. If those are your rules, you stick by your rules, no matter the name, no matter your player.